My name is Jason Bird. I'm the Housing Development Director for Penquis. For obvious reasons, I will keep my remarks very short. Along with Brittany and Tori Dearborn, our fiscal analysts, in housing development, we were the ones to secure the funding and oversee the construction of this new home for the Charlotte White Support Services program. Amy Kerrigan, the director of the program, is unfortunately unable to be here. She sends her deep regrets and regards, and I promise in the back of my mind naturally to go back to her and tell her this whole thing was a nightmare, and it could have been solved had she shown up. So I hope that you all corroborate that story, at least until Derek has done the video that we can send around. So thank you. I'll quickly talk about the home itself, and then do a couple of thank yous, of course, and then I'll hand it off to some of the speakers. But before we hop inside, we'll do the ceremonial cutting of the ribbon, assuming it's not too soggy and the scissors are sharp, and then we'll give everyone an opportunity to take a look inside, okay? So the home itself is just about 3,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms in total, 6 of which are for clients, and 1 will be available for a staff person overnight. Obviously, should a need arise during the overnight hours. There are 4 bathrooms, as well as a variety of community space inside, allowing tenants to spread out and make the home a home. And there's also a med room and some other intentionally designed features for the clients that will, again, call this home in a few weeks. I would say that what's interesting, this is one of the first, if not probably the first in a long time, for Charlotte White to have an intentionally designed home. I think historically the organization and then Charlotte White Support Services has always sort of made magic out of existing homes in the community and had to adapt accessibility features and improve the energy performance over time. But in here, the intent obviously was with the clientele, you know, at the top of our mind at first. And so the result, I think, is a fantastic home and a product that we hope to utilize going forward. Quick nudge to, obviously, to Dan to keep funding projects like this for us, because it's certainly something that the need isn't going anywhere, and I think we're dedicated and committed to continuing this great service for individuals in our community. Naturally, there are a couple of thank yous to take that really need to be highlighted, I think, in part because we certainly couldn't have done this ourselves. As many things, it takes a dedicated team to be able to pull something like this off. First, I want to thank Dan and all of Maine Housing, the staff there. I think certainly no one would begrudge them if they put all their resources into traditional multifamily rental development right now, given the demand and given the development activity that's happening across the state. But really, truly, thank you to Maine Housing for having a comprehensive view of the needs of all of low-income Mainers. And you know, that is a fantastic commitment and show of your dedication to a variety of populations in the state. So thank you. I want to thank TAC Architects and Carpenter Associates. They were our design team and obviously helped us oversee the construction of the building. I want to thank Newcomb Construction, again, back there. Her and Aaron did a tremendous job over the past little less than a year, navigating a very difficult environment, building and thinking on their feet a number of times and adjusting schedules and being able to adapt to, like I said, a very challenging environment to construct in today. I want to thank, obviously, Kara, Denise, and Heidi. Denise isn't here, I don't believe, but for their continued leadership and support. I was going to make a joke about it being over budget, but Denise isn't here, so it really isn't that funny. So I'm going to save everyone's time. But now, actually, what I want to do is invite Kara up to say a few words and to say thank you as well.
Thank you, Jason. And I was nodding. You just couldn't see me because I was behind you. I was trying to exaggerate it, but you still couldn't see me. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I couldn't be more excited to just welcome you here. This is a really exciting day, even with pouring rain and it's really cold. Let's just, for people on the video, it is cold here. And still we're excited and smiling because look at this building behind us. This is not just a building, this is a home for 6 people who really need it. A special, individualized home with round-the-clock support to help this location to be what we hope to be years and years and years of high-quality support and just long, healthy lives. Our Charlotte White Support Services team, Jason mentioned, the work that they do is with such dedication, kindness, and commitment, and it is truly around the clock in a way that provides our clients with the opportunity to live their most fulfilling lives, independent, happy, long lives. If you haven't met our Charlotte White Support Services, I'm being upstaged by water, that's terrible. If you haven't met our Charlotte White Support Services staff, you should. They're some of the kindest, most dedicated people I've ever met, and truly they embody the vision and heart of Penquis. We're so thankful to have this building as a new service in the community, and also we just want to really we know the need for high quality, affordable housing in Maine. Tens of thousands of Mainers need access to housing that they simply don't have, and we are really committed to that because we understand the impact on lives. They are healthier, longer, and happier when high quality, affordable housing is here. With that in mind, again, we're simply joyous to be engaged in this work, to have this beautiful home behind us and ready for you all to see. And also, we're just deeply, deeply appreciative for the partners that we have that brought this to fruition. Jason thanked Dan and Maine Housing. I would like to do so as well. Dan's vision and leadership, as well as the great work of his team, has really gotten us here today. So before Jason welcomes Dan up, I would just like to specifically give him a round of applause. Thank you for coming in the pouring rain as well.
All right. Dan will have you come up. Dan is the director of Maine Housing. He and his team are essentially the sole funders of this home, and we couldn't be more grateful for their support and advocacy throughout the state. Great.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Kara. It's always fun. Even though it's raining and it's cold, it's always fun to come to events like this. The amount of work that goes in to 6 units of affordable housing is pretty much the same amount of work that goes into 50 units of affordable housing for those of us who work these transactions and make this happen. Maine Housing is very proud to be part of this project, to provide the funding for this project. We couldn't do it without the support of our state and our federal leaders, so we're thankful for the resources that come to us. We're grateful to the City of Bangor for their continued support of the work that Penquis Cap does and all of the things that we work together on to help people that are less fortunate than we are. Kara, you always do such a good job of reminding us that these are people's homes. They're not units, they're not buildings, these are homes that we're providing, and I thank you every time that we get together to be reminded of that and the importance of that. And Jason, to your point about Maine Housing supporting all different types of housing, single-family home ownership is very important, supportive housing is very important, large-scale and small-scale housing is important. We want to be able to do it all, and we have been blessed with the amount of resources to be able to be active in multiple areas of the state. When I go around the state and I talk to folks in other communities, this now gives me the opportunity to say, Penquis has done something exactly like what you're talking about. Call Kara and talk to her team, and you can do it in your community as well. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for what you do here in Bangor and Penobscot County, and I look forward to the next time we get together to do this again. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. All right, next we're going to invite up Mark Leonard. There we go. Mark is the Penquis board chair. He wears many other hats, including you are police chief, town manager of the town of Easy. You're on the Y board. You're probably the dog catcher, and I think a number of other things in our community. So without further ado, Mark.
Thank you. Yes, thank you everybody for being here today. Again, I'm going to repeat a lot of what's been said just with the previous few speakers because Penquis and myself are so thankful for everybody that was able to make this project a success. I wanted to start with a quick thank you to Kara, Jason, and their teams for their great work yet again serving our clients in this region. With just over a 3,000 square foot home, we provide plenty of space for our clients to live their life in a supportive and caring environment and yet still have the personal space and freedom they need to grow as a person. I am proud to be part of this tremendous impact Penquis continues to have on our region. Penquis is as comprehensive in its service delivery as it is its team-oriented. As you know, a home like this doesn't come into being without many hands playing a part. I know the Housing Development Department, under Jason's leadership, was able to seek out the competitive funding with full confidence that Charlotte White's support service team would be there not only to provide high-quality service, but to be there as an advocate for the clients and ensure they have access to the state funding needed to support the clients who will reside here. Another important consideration for this project was how to ensure it continued to meet Penquis's high quality of standards for decades to come. I know without a doubt, having Larry and his dedicated facilities team taking the stewardship of this property from here on out, it'll continue to be as impressive many years from now as it is today. Finally, as a board member, I know with the leadership of Kara, Heidi, and Denise, this service and all of Penquis programs will continue to have tremendous leadership and fierce advocates guiding them through whatever comes our way. Lastly, I too want to thank Maine Housing for their continued support of our work. As Kara said, Maine Housing is an individual partner of ours, and we look forward to continued collaboration to address the needs of low-income Mainers. Again, thank you for everybody for being here today. It's been my pleasure.
All right. Last, we have up Stephen Rich. Stephen is former board chair at one point, I believe, in Charlotte White prior to the merger with Penquis, and retired architect, so he knows this business very well, and he's on the board of a variety of Northern Light facilities, so he's very attuned to the challenges and needs of our community. So Stephen, please.
Thank you. I just want to say a really quick thank you to everybody. Charlotte White Center in Dover is an institution in Piscataquis and Penobscot County. And when we got into some really tough times about 4 years ago, had been on the board for 10 years. We looked for a partner to help support our mission for the population that needs help and support and care. And we were so fortunate to come to Penquis and be welcomed with open arms. Our missions are so similar, our clientele are so intertwined, and this is just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful day for Charlotte White. I think she would be really, really happy to be here today. Her memory is still with us, and thanks to everybody. Thank you.
All right, so we are now going to have Kara, Stephen, Dan, and Mark. We're going to do the ribbon cutting, and then we will show off the remote.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome everyone. This is a quick walkthrough that we're going to do of our newest home for the Charlotte White Support Services program. We're calling this home just the Olive Street home here in Bangor. So welcome. We'll first start out looking at a couple of the living room spaces. We'll have a variety of seating as well as TV and just common areas for clients to be able to enjoy their new home in. And next we'll go to the kitchen area here. As you can see, it's fairly enlarged, and the intent here obviously is to allow clients to be able to work alongside staff to be able to prepare meals and be fully engaged in their daily living. And here is a dining room where clients will eat community meals with a staff, and outside of the dining room area there's a large deck for tenants and clients to be able to enjoy a little bit of nature here in the city as well. And here you can see the bathroom with its grab bars and other accessible features with the intent here that tenants can remain as independent as possible in all aspects of their life. And then next I'll show you one of the bedrooms that we have. There's 7 in the home itself, 6 of which will be for clients and 1 will be for overnight staff. Each bedroom has an oversized closet for client storage as well. Here we have the medicine room. This will be a locked room that will store all the clients' medications as well as information for staff in order to know scheduling and notes and things for the client's health. And finally, we'll show you the laundry room in the home. This will have adequate space for clients alongside with staff to be able to do their own laundry, fold, and otherwise participate in the cleaning of the home as well.